Hi everyone, I want to talk to you today about the steps to write a personal essay. Our first step is to come up with a big idea. And how do we get a big idea? Well, some things are you can look back at the map of your heart for topics you care about. You could think about your favorite things. You could think about people and places that you love. We've definitely talked about coming up with big ideas before, and all of these things can help you to get your big idea. Once you have your big idea, you go on to step two, which is kind of plan a little bit about what your personal essay will be like. You want to state your big idea and then name three reasons why you have that idea. So here's an example from me. My big idea is I love to read. And three reasons are it's fun to read fiction and get lost in a story. When I read nonfiction, I learn new things, and I love to share books with others. Okay, so once you have your big idea and your reasons, you're ready to write your introduction, which is step three. The introduction should have a hook, state your big idea, and name your reasons. So here's a sample introduction from my big idea I love to read. Do you love to read? I do. Reading is really fun. I love to read because I can learn many things. I enjoy picturing a good story, and sharing my reading with others is enjoyable. That's it. So if you go back to my planning page, right, you can see that my big idea was I love to read. My reasons were right here. All I did was I added a sentence to sort of grab my reader's attention, the hook. And in this example, I used a question, do you love to read? Reading is really fun was my big idea. And then I named the three reasons. So that's all you have to do for your introduction. Then you go on to step four. So for step four, there's two options. If you want to make a simpler personal essay, then you can have one paragraph that's going to say all your reasons. If you want to make a longer personal essay, something more like you would see fourth graders being able to write, then you would have a paragraph for each reason. So that's a little longer. So here's an example. So this is the introduction I just shared with you guys before. And then I would go into my one paragraph that's saying all the things that I love about reading. And I start with, there are a few reasons I love reading. When I'm reading a story, it makes me feel like I'm right there, having adventures with the main character. Stories help me learn about people and places and times I've never experienced. When I read nonfiction, I learn facts and new information that helps me in life. I enjoy sharing books with my friends, family, and students. It makes me happy to talk about new books with others and share my favorites with them. So I put all my reasons in that one paragraph. Option B, you can see, is longer. It still has that introduction, but then it goes into each reason as its own paragraph. One reason I love to read is because I can learn many things. When I read nonfiction, I learn new facts and ideas. I can read biographies and learn about people who invented things and made a difference in the world. I can read about topics I'm curious about. I'm getting a dog and I've never had a pet before, so I have a lot of questions. I've bought books to help me learn what I need to do to help my dog be happy at my house. Reading helps me to become a smarter and more informed person. Another reason I love to read is because it's entertaining and fun to picture a good story. When I read, I make a movie in my mind. I can see the characters and the setting come to life. Stories take me to all different places, and I can experience what the character is going through. More than watching TV, I enjoy reading a good fiction story when I have free time. My last reason is that is real my last reason that reading is really fun is because I can share my reading with my friends, family, and my students. I can talk about books with people, which makes conversation interesting. I can share recommendations and help other people find books they will love. This makes me happy. Okay, so you can see that this one's much longer, and I used words like one reason, another reason, my last reason. That helps to keep my paragraphs organized and helps my reader to understand what's happening in this essay. Okay, so once that you've gone through step four, your last step, well, not your last, your second to last step is to write your conclusion paragraph. Your conclusion paragraph should state your big idea again, name your reasons, and then have a wrap it up sentence that makes the paragraph and the whole essay feel complete. So I'm going to say my big idea again. As you can see, I think reading is really fun. It's fun because I can learn many new things. I enjoy picturing a good story, and I can connect with others around what I read. Reading can make life so much more enjoyable and help you learn and grow. Okay, so that would be my conclusion. And then your last step is to revise and edit. So you read over your essay, you read over everything you wrote, you make sure you have specific details. Check that your introduction and conclusion have all that they're supposed to have. Does your introduction have a hook? Does your conclusion have a wrap it up sentence? You want to make sure you have all those things. Then any word you didn't know how to spell, you can look up. Make sure you have punctuation. Make sure you capitalize pronoun I, and make sure you capitalize the first letter in a new sentence for names and places as well. Okay, so in another video, I'm going to show you my final essays. You can see how it looks when you put all of these things together, and then you're going to have a turn to work on your personal essay.